St. John, Hillsdale, and Oberlin tonight on Academic Challenge.
Academic Challenge is brought to you by Westfield Insurance. And now, here's the host of Academic Challenge, Jason Nicholas.
Hey there, good evening. I'm Jason Nicholas, and welcome to Academic Challenge. The challenge is simple. Tonight, these three teams will compete for points by answering questions covering math, science, history, and other topics. First, let's take a look at our team standings, because in just 2 short weeks, the top 3 scoring teams will return for that championship showdown. But these points are very important for another reason. Westfield Insurance will grant $20,000 to the top 10 schools that compete this season on Academic Challenge. So let's get started now with our opening match. It's the lightning round. In this round, all 3 teams compete. We award 10 points for a correct answer. We subtract 10 points for an incorrect or no answer. And we start each team tonight with 100 points. Here we go. All the answers in this round begin with the letter M. The letter M. This metallic element is liquid at room temperature, Oberlin.
Mercury.
Mercury, yes. He is the author of Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh author? Anybody? A.A. Milne. She is the current chancellor of Germany, Oberlin.
Merkel.
Merkel, yes. This biblical leader brought the Israelis out of Egypt, Oberlin.
Moses.
Moses, yes. This is the capital city of the Philippines, Oberlin.
Manila.
Manila, yes. He was the first black president of South Africa, Oberlin.
Mandela.
Yes. He and Frederick Engels wrote the Communist Manifesto, St. John.
Marx.
Marx, yes. In 1955, Rosa Parks inspired a bus boycott in
Montgomery.
this Alabama city. Montgomery is right. This computer accessory has the name of a small rodent, Oberlin. Yes, the mouse is right. For our final lightning round question, let's go over to Mark Giuliano from the Old Stone Church.
Noted for its architecture and Tiffany stained glass windows, the Old Stone Church offers a contemporary civic voice throughout Northeast Ohio and is a center for Christian worship in downtown Cleveland. It was founded back in 1820 when the United States was headed by what 5th president who succeeded James Madison?
Oberlin.
Monroe.
Monroe is right. Well done, Oberlin. A great round there. Getting off to an early lead. It is still very early, though. More Academic Challenge right after this.
Just like anything can happen in the game you're about to watch, anything can happen in life. That's why there's Westfield Insurance.
Our employees and agency partners are here for you when the unexpected happens. Help put the pieces back together and give you peace of mind.
In addition to high school quiz shows, we support programs like teen driver safety and community involvement.
The bottom line is that we value what you value.
So thanks for tuning in. Now let's watch these sharp young minds compete in what's sure to be an exciting match.
Industrial design instructor at Cuyahoga Community College. Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Now it is time for the Mix It Up round here. The questions are worth 20 points. There's no penalty for an incorrect answer. If the team answers all 6 questions correctly, they'll receive 25 bonus points. First, let's take a moment, learn a little bit more about team number 1, St. John. St. John High School is a pre-K through, grade 12 Catholic coeducational school community serving the Diocese of Youngstown and Ashtabula County. Located in Saybrook Township, 417 students from 3 different counties, as well as a student exchange program representing 4 countries, attend St. John. St. John instills in its graduates the values of leadership, scholarship, and faith, and 100% of the graduating class will attend college. Nathan is the captain of St. John. Nathan's an Eagle Scout. Tell us more, Nathan.
I'm also on the St. John Youth Philanthropy Board, the tennis team, and ski club.
All right, very good. Over to Gabe. Gabe, you play baseball. Tell us more, Gabe.
I also do chess, and shout out to Megan and Felicia for coming out.
All right, very good. Finally, over to Thomas. Thomas, you're the chess club president. Tell us more, Thomas.
I'm also in the band, and I'm also part of the Youth Philanthropy Board.
All right, very good. Gabe, Nathan, Thomas, St. John, these questions only for you. Instead of jam, try for 20 points here by finding in the phrase the name for what first Stuart King of England?
James.
James is right. By filling in the blanks correctly here, you can name what Swiss city that gave its name to the conventions that protect prisoners of war.
Geneva.
Geneva's right. Which of these prices would give you the best deal if you were buying some chocolates?
20 cents each.
No, $2 a dozen. You look in this volume of an old encyclopedia to read about what legendary Greek hero who sought the golden fleece. Jason, yes, correct. Rearrange the letters in this anagram to get what group of elements that includes fluorine and chlorine.
Halogens.
Halogens, correct. What man led India to independence, made this comment when he was criticized for wearing a loincloth to Buckingham Palace?
Gandhi.
Gandhi is right. Well done, St. John. All right, number 2 school tonight is Hillsdale. Hillsdale High School, located in southern Ashland County, is home to over 300 grades 9 to 12, offering a comprehensive curriculum. Hillsdale students are challenged with a wide range of courses, including several college credit plus courses and an award-winning science and FFA program too. Extracurricular activities include NHS, music, foreign language yearbook, and Leo Club. In addition to utilizing up-to-date computer technology, students compete athletically in a variety of varsity and junior varsity sports. Garrett is the captain of Hillsdale, and Garrett plays the tuba. Tell us more, Garrett.
Well, I'm also an Eagle Scout, and I plan on attending Wright State University for aerospace engineering.
Very good. Over to Chase. Chase, you're in the band.
Yeah, I play 2 instruments, French horn and trumpet, and do pep band and marching band.
All right, very good. Over to Haven. Haven, you're in the marching band. Tell us more.
I'm also in chess club, and I'm a percussionist.
All right, very good. Chase, Garrett, Haven, Hillsdale. Questions just for you. Hidden in this phrase is what word similar to slander that refers to a false defamatory statement made in writing?
Libel.
Libel's right. The letter V did not stand for victory in the last name of what Southerner who served as president of the Confederacy?
Oliver?
No, Jefferson Davis. If you were buying some ribbon, which of these prices would give you the best value? Have a guess here?
$1 a foot.
$1 a foot is right. You consult this volume of an old encyclopedia to learn about what chemical element whose symbol is the letter K.
Potassium.
Potassium, yes. If you aim to get 20 points here, you'll need to rearrange these letters to name the name for the Leonardo da Vinci portrait, sometimes called La Gioconda. What name?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa, yes. This observation was made 25 centuries ago by what Greek philosopher who was a student of Socrates and a teacher of Aristotle?
Plato.
Plato is right. Well done, Hillsdale. All right, pretty tight match here. Finally tonight is Oberlin. Oberlin High School, home to over 300 students, grades 9 to 12. Oberlin's goal is to set the standard for excellence in public education by motivating students to be inquiring and knowledgeable world citizens. Oberlin is one of the first schools in Ohio to offer a rigorous international baccalaureate curriculum K through 12, thus ranking itself with the top 35 public schools in the state. Students from diverse backgrounds participate in a wide range of academics, extracurricular activities, and community service to provide a balanced education. Chris is the captain of Oberlin. Chris, you play soccer. Tell us more.
Yep, I play soccer. I'm part of NHS, and in the fall, I plan to be attending Washington Jefferson and study accounting.
Fantastic. Over to Jack. Jack, you play the viola?
I do. I play viola in the Cleveland Orchestra Youth Orchestra. I'm also in NHS, and I will go into music in college.
Very good. Finally, over to Evan. Evan, you're involved in the school a cappella group.
Yes. I'm also involved in another extracurricular choir, and I am also on the tennis team, and I plan to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering after I graduate.
Terrific. Evan, Chris, Jack, Oberlin. Gentlemen, these questions just for you. Stop here for a minute. You can find hidden in the last name of what World War II general who commanded America's Third Army?
Yeah.
Patton.
That's right. By filling in the blanks around this negative word, you can name what mythical bull-headed monster confined to the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Minotaur.
That is right. If you went shopping at a used book sale, which of these prices would you get the best rates?
$6 a dozen.
$6 a dozen, yes. This volume of an old encyclopedia would provide information about what English scientist who discovered the laws of gravity?
Newton.
Newton is right. Rearrange the letters in this anagram to name what mad character who hosted Tea Party in Alice in Wonderland?
Hatter.
Mad Hatter, yes. 25 bonus points possible here, Oberlin. These were the last words of British Major John Andre, hanged as a spy during the Revolutionary War because he conspired with what American traitor to capture West Point?
Benedict Arnold.
25 bonus points for Oberlin. Very well done. That is the end of the round. More Academic Challenge right after this. Stay close.
I'm Lauren Miller of Wickert Insurance, a Westfield partner, bringing you the Sharing Knowledge Building Trust question of the week. True or false? Your personal property is covered anywhere in the world.
For the answer and a chance to win an iPad mini, visit westfieldinsurance.com/academic challenge.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we begin our next round, let's recap our scores so far tonight. Third place, 200 points, Hillsdale. Second place, 210, St. John. And in the lead tonight, a hot start for Oberlin, 325. Now it is time for the picture-perfect round. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, but a wrong or no answer will cost 10 points. All three teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers, eyes on the monitor. Here we go. Before becoming Chief Justice, Roger Taney served as Attorney General and as head of what other cabinet department that deals with economic and financial matters? Hillsdale.
Treasury.
That is right. This Vermeer painting names in its title what means of communication that is purloined in the title of an Edgar Allan Poe story. Have a guess here? Hillsdale.
Letter.
Yeah, the love letter, correct. Here, artist Horace Pippin depicts what abolitionist on his way to the scaffold after being convicted for his raid on Harper's Ferry. Oberlin.
Brown.
Brown is right. What is the area of this trapezoid? The altitude is 6. Oberlin.
15.
24. Burlington, Vermont is located on the eastern shore of what large lake named for Oberlin?
Champlain.
Named for the Frenchman who explored that section of North America. Lake Champlain is right. Nicely done. This is what American author who wrote the novel Native Son and the autobiography Black Boy? I know this. Hillsdale.
Chevy.
No, Richard Wright. Rubens collaborated with another 17th century artist on this painting that depicts the crowning of what classical goddess of the hunt? Oberlin.
Artemis.
Artemis or Diana, correct. Inside the pages of this issue of Cleveland Magazine, we learn that on average, Americans eat over 17 pounds of what animal? One that Benjamin Franklin thought should be the symbol of our country, St. John.
Turkey?
Yeah, the turkey. He wanted the turkey to be the symbol of America. Okay, that's the end of the round. We'll be back with much more Academic Challenge right after this. Let's welcome our team advisors tonight from Hillsdale, Tom Selvage, from Oberlin, Jason Crago, and from St. John, Bob Geldosh and Catherine Dutton. Time to get back on the winner hot picks. One at a time, I'll ask each team 8 questions. The correct responses were 20 points. No penalty for an incorrect answer, so guess away, and any team going 8 for 8 will receive those very important 25 bonus points. First up, team number 1, St. John. Hey, Garrett, what will it be for St. John? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
I'm feeling 4.
Feeling 4 for the men from St. John. Here we go, guys, just for you. The name of India's capital city, Delhi, is closely related to the Hindu word for what organ of the body that has auricles and ventricles?
Heart.
Heart, yes. Legend says that when tiny tree toads, known as spring peepers, croak, they are calling what mythical Greek strongman who had 12 labors to perform?
Hercules.
Hercules, correct. One of the most famous letters in American history was the letter Martin Luther King wrote in 1963 from the jail of what Alabama city?
Montgomery.
Now Birmingham. To the monitor, your science question. The yellow and orange pigments of leaves become visible when cold temperatures stop tiny areas in the leaf from making which of these substances?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, yes. Nearly 8 centuries before Kyrgyzstan claimed its independence from the Soviet Union, it had been part of the empire of what Mongol conqueror who died in 1227?
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yes. Daniel Defoe was arrested for views he expressed in an early work, but he later achieved success with what novel about a man shipwrecked on a lonely island? You guys know this one? Robinson Crusoe. To the monitor, your math question. What is the value of this expression?
0.
0 is right. Only one 20th century president was a West Point graduate, and he was what 34th chief executive, a popular World War II hero.
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower, Ike, correct. Well done, St. John. By the way, put St. John in the lead tonight. All right, Hillsdale is team 2. We go over to Chris from Oberlin. Chris, what'll it be, 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Envelope number 1 for Hillsdale. Guys, these questions just for you. In 1666, London was hit by what same type of disaster that destroyed much of Chicago in 1871?
Fire?
Fire is right. The Greek deity Cronus was the equivalent of the Roman god whose name is given to what many ring planet, 6 from the sun?
Saturn?
Saturn, yes. Scholars at a Paris library were the first to notice the importance of a 15th century Bible named for what German printer developed movable type?
Gutenberg?
Gutenberg, yes. To the monitor your science question. Insulin is produced in the pancreas in small circumscribed areas referred to by which of these?
Nodes?
No, the islets of Langerhans. The Greek phalanx, a famous battle formation, reached its peak when used by what young Macedonian conqueror called the Great?
Alexander.
Alexander, yes. Et tu, Brute are the last words spoken by the title character of what Shakespeare play set in ancient Rome?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar is right. To the monitor your math question. Which of these 3 expressions has the greatest value? What's the greatest?
1/4.
1/4 is right. Democracy in America might make a good title for a textbook, except that it's already the title of an 1830s work by what Frenchman?
Voltaire.
No, Tocqueville is the right response there. Hillsdale, still a very good round. Finally tonight, Oberlin. Hey, Nathan, we have 2 and 3 for your friends in Oberlin.
2.
Envelope number 2. Gentlemen, these questions only for you. A Delaware patriot named Caesar Rodney helped establish our republic when he left his sickbed in July 1776 to sign what document?
The Declaration of Independence.
Yes, Malcolm X educated himself while in prison by reading what reference work by Webster, where the X's are in the 3rd to last chapter?
The dictionary.
That is right. The war against the Barbary pirates was the first time that the U.S. sent a naval task force to what sea separates Europe from Africa?
Black Sea.
No, Europe from Africa is separated by the Mediterranean Sea. To the monitor your science question, which of these terms describes the ability of a substance to take up and retain moisture?
Hygroscopic.
That is right. British General Wolfe searched for 2 months in 1759 to find the weak point in the defenses of what Canadian city near the Plains of Abraham?
Quebec City.
Quebec is right. When Thomas Wolfe wrote Look Homeward, Angel, he took his title from verses by what English poet who wrote Paradise Lost?
Milton.
Milton is right. To the monitor your math question. What is the perimeter of this square if the area is 625? The perimeter? Yes, have a guess?
45.
No, it's 100. Each side is 25. 1976, excuse me, 1976. Not only marked America's bicentennial, but also the 200th anniversary of The Wealth of Nations, written by what Scottish economist?
Burns.
Adam Smith is the right answer, but Oberlin still in the lead tonight. We have the grab bag round coming up right after this. A lot can happen. It's a free-for-all. Stay close.
For complete information about everything academic, visit us online at newsnet5.com/academic challenge.
All right, welcome back to Academic Challenge. Before we continue, let's recap our score so far tonight. In 3rd place, 330, Hillsdale. St. John right now standing in 2nd place, 350. And in the lead tonight, heading into the grab bag round, 445, we have Oberlin. It is now time for the grab bag round in this free-for-all. Each correct answer is worth 20 points, but the team will lose 20 points for a wrong or no answer. Also in this round, some visual questions. Those are plus or minus 30, so teams can get right back into the game. All 3 teams are playing here, so hands on your buzzers. Our grab bag round begins now. A town called Ronda boasts Spain's oldest stadium for what gory national sport involving toreadors? Oberlin.
Bullfighting.
Yes, the U.S. corporation granted the most patents last year was what company that had earlier created the Watson computer? St. John.
IBM.
IBM is right. Peter Minuit might have danced a minuet in 1626 after purchasing what New York island for about $24? Oberlin.
Manhattan.
Manhattan is right. To the monitor, Rasputin was the subject of this early 20th century cartoon that derided its influence over the family of what last Russian czar? St. John? Nicholas II, correct. In 1854, the British government approved the Crimean War relief plans of what English nurse known as the Oberlin?
Nightingale.
Nightingale, yes. Number 59 Essex Street in Boston was the last home of what early American painter whose portrait of George Washington is on the $1 bill? Anybody know this one? Gilbert Stuart Choice. Nitrogen, whose atomic number is 7, is likely to have properties similar to the element whose atomic number is 15, 11, or 17. Anybody know this one? All right, the answer is 15. To the monitor, this was the remark of what very competent and prolific writer whose many works include I, Robot. Oberlin.
Asimov.
That is right. It's always cold in January, but the weather is unpredictable in what month? When we used to inaugurate presidents before the 20th Amendment. Oberlin.
January.
No, March. What is the last digit of the third power of 167? Anybody know this? 3. In May 1961, newspapers used the phrase the Columbus of the space age to honor what Russian cosmonaut who was the first man to orbit the Earth? St. John.
Yuri Gagarin.
That is right. To the monitor, although the U.S. had only 150 miles of paved roads, these men made the first transcontinental automobile journey in what year that also saw the Wright brothers' first flight? Hillsdale.
1908.
1903. A flute is a wind instrument, but a lute falls into what same category as the Oberlin?
Strings.
Strings, yes. After serving in the French army during the Franco-Prussian War, what sculptor created statues with such peaceful names as the Kiss and the Thinker? Anybody know this one? Rodin. For want of a nail, the shoe was lost. It begins a nursery rhyme about what English king who found himself unhorsed at the Battle of Bosworth Field. Oh, a tough one here. A lot of tough ones in this round. The buzzer means the game is over. The grab bag round is also over. Let's take a look at our final scores tonight. In third place, 300 points, Hillsdale. In second place, 420, St. John. And an impressive win tonight, 535. Our winner is Oberlin. Congratulations, Oberlin. Hey, join us next week. We'll feature teams from Minerva, Shelby, and Southeast. I'm Jason Nicholas. We'll see you next week for another edition of Academic Challenge. Good night, everybody.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by Westfield Insurance.